You've seen it every year, right? There's always some new trend for it. People call it their winter arc or the great lock-in. We all get this urge to transform our lives, to really buckle down and focus. But let's be honest, most of the time, it just doesn't stick. So today, we're going to break down the real secret to making that focus finally last. So, what is the difference, really? Why can some people just set a goal and go after it relentlessly, while the rest of us, well, we start out strong, but a few months later, we're right back where we started? It is such a frustrating cycle, but if you can understand the core principle behind true, lasting focus, everything can change. And to figure this out, we've got to look at someone who is the absolute master of locking in. I mean, from the second he picked up a basketball, Kobe Bryant had this one single vision. But how in the world did he turn that vision into a reality? What was his secret?
Okay, let's really get into it. How do we move from that endless cycle of frustration to actual sustainable focus? It all starts with building an engine.
This is the loop. This is where so many of us get stuck. We tell ourselves, okay, this is it. This is the year. But that first burst of energy, it just fades. And the old habits, they just creep right back in. The key isn't just to try harder. It's to understand the engine that actually powers discipline for the long haul. So let's build that engine. See, true sustainable discipline, it isn't some magical trait you're either born with or you're not. No, it's a system. It's something you create, and it's built on 3 fundamental pillars.
And here they are. These are the components: mastering your time, building your routine, and creating your systems. When you get these 3 things working together, locking in stops feeling like a struggle, and it becomes automatic. So let's break them down.
4 in the morning. That was the time Kobe Bryant woke up every single day to get to the gym. I mean, before his teammates even thought about hitting their alarm clocks, he had already put in 2 full workouts. Why? Because he understood that time is the one resource you can never, ever get back.
Now look, you don't have to be Kobe. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. But get this, just one single focused hour per day. I'm talking no phone, no distractions. That alone is enough to put you in the top 5% of any skill within just 1 year. You just have to block out that time. That 1 hour, that's your key. So why do most of us quit after a week or two? It's because we're chasing motivation. And motivation, it's a feeling. And feelings, they come and go. The real goal isn't to feel excited to do the work every day. The goal is to chase repetition, to make the action a non-negotiable part of your day, just like brushing your teeth.
Exactly, because real, meaningful change doesn't happen overnight in some big, heroic moment. It compounds. It's built up over time through thousands of small, consistent actions. Kobe wasn't inventing new drills every day. He made the same shots, he ran the same plays, day in and day out. He built a routine so deep that locking in wasn't a choice he had to make, it was just who he was. And that brings us to the final pillar. You can manage your time perfectly, you can build an ironclad routine, but without a plan, you're just spinning your wheels. You might be working really hard, but you're not working smart.
See, Kobe didn't just practice. He had systems. He would study film for 5 hours on a single game. He meticulously tracked thousands of his missed shots just to understand the tiny adjustments he needed to make. He had a clear plan, and that plan gave his hard work direction. That's what a system does. It turns all that effort into actual progress.
Okay, so you can build the perfect discipline engine, but there's one more piece. It's the fuel. This is the mindset that separates the good from the truly legendary. And I'll be honest, it's gonna sound a little crazy.
This is the perfect analogy for how it works. You have to trick your mind. You have to start acting like and truly believing you are the person you want to become before you actually are. Because once you start to perceive yourself as that person, your actions will naturally start to line up with that new reality. Just think about it for a second. Nearly every great innovator, every legendary artist, every game-changing athlete was told at some point to be realistic. They were called delusional for chasing a dream that nobody else could see. But that delusion? It's actually a profound form of self-belief. It's the thing that allows you to keep going when everyone else is telling you to quit.
And Kobe had this mindset from the very, very beginning. He knew with absolute certainty that he was going to be one of the greatest to ever play the game. It wasn't even a question in his mind. He believed in his dream so completely that he basically forced it into becoming his reality.
So now we have the 2 pieces. We have the practical engine of discipline, and we have the powerful mindset of delusion.
Now let's put it all together to reveal the final formula for actually truly locking in. Okay, so what if you only have the discipline part? You have the systems, the routine, the time management, but you don't have that big, audacious dream fueling you. Well, you'll eventually burn out. The daily grind starts to feel pointless, and you'll just quit.
And on the other hand, what if you have the big dream, but you're not putting in the disciplined work every single day? Well, then it's just a fantasy. A dream without action isn't a goal, it's just a daydream.
And that, right there, is the secret. It's the combination. The engine of discipline provides the how, and the power of delusion provides the why. You absolutely need both of them, working in perfect sync to truly lock in for good.
I mean, come on. This single sentence from Kobe perfectly captures the entire concept. The dream has to be big enough that it seems almost impossible to other people, and your work ethic has to be so strong that you make it inevitable.
And that's the real secret to locking in. It's not just about focus. It's about having something so big, so meaningful, that it's worth focusing on. So the only question left for you is, what's that big, delusional goal you're going to dedicate all your discipline to? What are you going to prove yourself right about?